quarterbacks in the league had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
To Dalvin Cook.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a Miami.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Wilson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Cleveland.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The stop by D.J. Jones.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the 41, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They run. Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Cook following the penalty. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Goal.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here.
On for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 36, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Down, Cleveland.
Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. It's been a long day for you. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
He's taken down at the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
7-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Back at the 10-yard line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here.
Catanzaro on for the field goal.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Dobbins running out of the gun. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
3rd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And some room to work. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.